Hello, welcome to Rising SuccessFactor first half 2022 recruiting release. I'm Shoaib Khan. I'm a principal consultant at Rizing Professional Service. I'm joined with Pat here, and we'll discuss about the first half 2022 recruiting features and enhancement. Pat?
Thanks, Shoaib. So I'm Patrick Mpuanga. I am a consultant here at Rizing, working in the recruiting space. Why don't we just kind of jump right into things? Some of the release, there's a couple of exciting releases coming out this year in this first half. One of the first ones that we're going to be discussing is the type ahead support functionality for Picklist fields in recruiting. So a really exciting change that's coming to SuccessFactors recruiting, where customers and candidates are going to be able to filter the pick list options that they're working in. So if you're working with something like a country pick list, you're going to be able to type that the first couple of characters of that country to filter down the pick list and give you the options that you really want to see there. So a really exciting change that's coming to SuccessFactors recruiting. That functionality is going to be available in the candidate profile as well as the job application. So I understand there's a couple of other auto-populating filters that are coming, and Shoaib, maybe you can talk about the auto-population in email campaigns.
Right, and Pat, definitely that's a great feature that you just mentioned, right? I mean, that was much needed when we have a long pick list, like we have to scroll down all the values. And yeah, so the auto-populate subject line in recruiting email campaign. So now you don't have to type the subject line in email campaign. Now it's going to populate from the content template. So to be consistent with the content template, SAP has released this feature. It's going to populate the text that we have configured in email content template. And the next feature we have is the manual user synchronization in recruiting posting. So now you don't have to wait on SAP, or you don't need to log a ticket with SAP for the synchronization from recruiting user to recruiting posting. If they have a permission, there is a button that you can click and just sync the user. And before, like, you had to wait for a scheduled job for a day or reach out to SAP. So that's a great feature. I liked it. I mean, it's gonna eliminate the dependency on the job and the SAP support ticket. So Pat, maybe you're gonna talk about the Docusign enhancement. They have changed some security. That's really good.
Yeah, so Docusign is actually moving the credential area in recruiting. So for customers that are using Docusign authentication right now, what you'll need to do is copy those Docusign credentials that you have. SAP is going to be depreciating the current e-signature fields that exist in managed recruiting settings. So they're going to be depreciating those fields. I think support for that ends in around June, but you'll have those fields available until about September, and then at that point, you're going to want to look at moving your Docusign credentials to the new fields that'll exist. I think it's literally right below the e-sig where the e-signature would have or is currently existing. So just a heads up to customers, the e-signature fields will be depreciating. You'll have to add your credentials in another set of fields that exist within managed recruiting settings. So I think there's some additional exciting things happening with external and private postings to the job boards, Shoaib. So maybe did you want to talk about that?
So yeah, in this release, like, you can post externally posted private job to a job board, like even though you haven't posted the job to a public website. This is required, for some countries and region, it's legally, they have to post on a public website. Before they post on a public website, they have to post on the job boards. So this was the reason they have released this feature. I know the SAP has enhancing the homepage is like impacting all the other module as well. But something I see in the recruiting as well, maybe do you want to talk about that?
Yeah, for sure. So, we all know that SAP has released a new homepage for the platform. And in recruiting, what we're seeing is we're seeing new tiles being added. So we're seeing a mobile tab that's coming into this new release. I know we've had mobile for a couple of the other modules. Mobile is there. The really exciting one for recruiting is candidate talent pools. So you'll now be able to access talent pools through a tab on your homepage. So it's going to make for more efficient, more efficient clicking within the system. And we also have a new reporting tile that's coming. So a lot of exciting new things coming with the new homepage. A lot of new tiles, and I expect that SAP will look at adding some more to that list there. So,
Right, and that's yeah, and then actually that's not just recruiting. Like I have also noticed in onboarding, and similar for the DocuSign, like it's gonna impact onboarding as well. So there
yeah,
are features that's common in other module as well.
exactly. So that's going to be really exciting, and we'll look to share some of that information as it comes out. So there's also another list of depreciating items that are coming with recruiting as well. It's not just the Docusign field. So I think there's two other ones that we want to mention for recruiting. Did you want to share that?
Yeah, so the most important is the eQuest, right? So you won't be able to configure the eQuest now. Like if you're already using the eQuest, maybe this is the time to switch to recruiting posting. SAP is gonna provide the support by end of May 21st. Like after that, they won't do the enhancement. But if you're like already posted a job, you can still have the posted job, but you won't be able to update or repost the job. So it's time to switch to recruiting posting. Like if you haven't, like if you're using ePost, the reason they have done this, they want to have to simplify the user and maintenance experience, and like maybe like more security and data privacy reasons. So they want to maintain all the data in SuccessFactor. That was the another reason they have deprecated the eQuest. That's the reason.
And so I think that there's some additional deprecations that are happening within recruiting. It's not just DocuSign. So I think we've got another one there to share. Shoaib, did you want to talk about that one?
Yeah, so that the main is the eQuest requesting, sorry, that's SAP has removed this in this release. So this is time to switch to recruiting posting. Like if you haven't, right, uh, uh, they gonna stop the development by end of May 21st. But if you have already posted job, you can still have it, but you won't be able to update it, like in case if you want to. So they have removed the button from the eQuest posting. The reason to remove this because they have they want to simplify the user experience, and they want to have the data privacy. For the data privacy reason, they want to keep all in SuccessFactors. So that was the another reason they want to have. And we have all the capability and feature in recording posting. That was the reason to remove this. Okay, all right. That brings the end of the all the feature. Like if you have any, any question or any further question, you can probably reach out to us or any Rising team. Thank you for watching.
Thanks so much, everyone.